Today, we're going to learn how to add emphasis in your instructional documents and instructional presentations. So, what I want to do is actually show my student in a screenshot how to use this program. And I basically, for the sake of this presentation, I want to show them how to create a new program. So the first thing I'm going to do is I have my screen open, and I'm going to go to File, New, and then I'm going to do a print screen of this. Print screen can be found on your keyboard. So I'm going to press the print screen button on my keyboard. Once I do this, basically the computer has copied whatever it sees on my screen. Now in PowerPoint, I like to use PowerPoint when creating call-out boxes such as this because it's easy to edit it, and I can always copy images from PowerPoint into other documents. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a new slide, and I like to work with blank slides. I find it easier. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste what the print screen captured. I'm going to zoom out so that you can see what I'm doing. Now you'll notice that this image is much larger than my slide, so I'm going to resize. And then I'm going to double click it and I'm going to crop this image directly in PowerPoint. I don't need all of this. So you'll notice the crop markers. And then I'm going to hit crop. I'm going to stretch this back out so it fits on my slide, and I'm going to zoom back in so you all can see what I'm doing. Now that I have my image resized how I want it, I'm going to do just a basic shape. So I'm going to do Insert, and then Shapes, and I'm going to choose Square, and I'm going to draw a square. I can resize this later. It automatically defaults to this blue, so I'm going to double click that and get my formatting ribbon to pop back up. It's not going to show up unless I double click that shape. Under Shape Fill, I'm going to choose, I can choose white, or in this case I'm going to choose No Fill. Under Shape Outline, I'm going to choose a bright color to emphasize what I'm pointing out to the students. And also, under Shape Outline, I'm going to change the weight of my line so that it stands out more. It's all about emphasis, but it's about creating cues for your learner. And then I'm going to resize that box so that my student can see that. Then I'm going to do that again. I'm going to insert another shape. This time I'm going to use this shape for text. So I'm going to double click it, get my formatting to show up. Shape Fill, this time I want it to be white, and I'm going to make it transparent. You don't have to do this, I just find that it looks better. I'm going to make it actually 20%. So that I can put it over here and I can still see behind the box, but it doesn't impair my students or my learners' ability to be able to see what's in the box. And then once again, my shape outline I'm going to make red. I'm going to change the weight to 4.5 for consistency purposes. And then I'm going to right click and do Edit Text, and I can type my text. Now, you'll notice I can't see my text. That's because by default, once again, my text is white. So I'm going to highlight my text and change it to black. I'm going to resize my box so that I don't have additional space, and I'm going to insert an arrow. And I'm going to change it so that the arrow points from my text box to what I'm trying to get my student to look at. I'm going to double click my arrow and actually once again change it to red. I'm going to change my weight to 4.5. And that concludes our lesson on one way to create cues and emphasis using PowerPoint.